Hello, everyone. I don't normally do live streams, but here I am. I needed to get this done. This is the first pack of the Agora Models LaFerrari. So, and I'll grab chat here in a second. But I just want to make sure the mic is working okay. So if you guys can hear me okay, we'll make sure the mic is working okay. So if you guys can hear me okay, I just want to make sure the mic works, because sometimes this mic turns itself off. Can you guys hear me? Any audio? I hate you all. Okay. So I'm going to go all the way back up to the top even before the stream started. Gilly, who said he wasn't here and he was too busy for us, is here anyway. And the first one here, Gilly, you suck the most. So, and Donnie's here. And Eric's here. And Buck is here. Even Katrina is here. Hi, Katrina. And I'll skip all the firsts. Eric is here. Hi, Eric. Second, first, fourth. Oh, I'm skipping all of this. Blah, blah, blah. Hi, hello. Hello. Play the intro. I did play the intro. Ian's here. Hi, Ian. They're saying that. They're saying hello to Stain. Yes. Pit Stain Hobbies. Everyone wave. Everybody saying hi. Hello, hello. Sound is good. Mic is fine. Thank you. I love you too, Donnie. You're the best. Is that how you increase your audience by... Yes! Yeah. If my audience is all six of the people I know, then yeah, you guys are a bunch of pit stains. Anyway, so this is the intro magazine that they give you with the first pack. And it just has, you know, a bunch of what's so special about the model, and that it's a 2013 model. It opens up, it keeps opening up, it keeps getting bigger and bigger. The model's going to be 60 centimeters long. It is remote control, which I like. Instead of, you know, tiny little switches where you go inside the cab and try to push a switch. And it's shaped like the steering wheel. So here's the remote. Then it just goes over some of the features. It's made with die-cast metal. It's got a super technological cockpit. Highly detailed engine, electrically opening doors. This is why I wanted the LaFerrari when I first saw it, and I knew it came out in 2013. And it was originally released by Hachette. Then Centaria made some slight changes to it, released it again in 16. Hachette took it up again in 17. And by the time I kind of started around my partwork models in 2018, and I caught this model, and it was already gone. And people were trying to sell full kits for obnoxious amounts of money online. I'm not doing that. So I'm super stoked that this car came back through Agora. It will have sounds, engine roar, horn sounds, and working lights. And then it opens up again. This is never going to show on camera, but it is a full-size poster. It's a huge poster. This is not the size of the model, but it's a huge poster of the car. So oh, you know what? I don't think I grabbed my iPad, and I need my iPad because the instructions are digital. Agora uses digital instructions. So I will be right back here. Stare at this. Here, you can even look at pack one. There. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So this is pack one. We're going to put this in the background here. Slide this off. We'll see if there's a... Let's see. Ian says, I would have been here sooner, but I had to use the executive bathroom. Is there a difference? Does that mean you peed in the sink downstairs? Like you always do? Even Steve's here! Which one used the better half? I was almost said the better half, but, you know, there's probably an argument there. All right. Everybody's saying hi to Steve. So... the first pack is the nose. So, and we do get this actually looks like a decent screwdriver. So we'll get this open. I always poke a hole in these boxes and then just run my finger around the edge to open them up. All the way around. Just get rid of this back card. and then pop corner. Pop corner. Pop corner. These blister packs, it's really, you gotta be really careful because sometimes there's very, very small parts that will disappear. For example, like this tiny little Ferrari logo that's there. Let's take a look at this screwdriver here. Oh, that's not good. Right. From below. That's not bad. Now, if you look at a Wera, you know, I use Weras for all of my builds. So this is a Wera. And this tip is actually a black hardened tip, so that it lasts a lot longer. This tip is painted black. I don't think it's the same hardened tip. But it feels pretty good. Should we give this the stock screwdriver a go? See how it works. Let's do that. This is the rear license plate. We're not going to use this for probably a very long time. 3M sticker on the back. So we'll just put this aside, put it in the center so it'll focus. Come on, camera, do your thing. So we'll put that aside. What we are doing in this is, let me tip out. Is it going to come out of there? Use some tweezers. Get this little Ferrari logo out of here. Looks pretty good. Get Steve's comment off screen. Demonstrate how the parts disappear. Yeah, I that's how I learned to open these, because I have sprung these open before and had clear lenses and pieces completely disappear. They go flying off the table and into the carpet, never to be seen again. So this is metal. The paint is very nice. Looks really good. All around. It's black on the inside. It's actually really nice. And I think that's it for that. Did I already lose the logo? No, it's right there. All right, I think the only thing we have to do in this first stage, you ready for probably one of the fastest stages in all of part work? The back of this has a key to post. And you push it in there. There you go. Stage 1 complete. You can glue this if you need to, but you know what? It's staying in there pretty good. So that is stage 1. I run sites. I have a MarvelPhx that I just stood up for this build, so I am going to be taking pictures. So you got to put up with me taking pictures. It's just how it is. And it would help if I had a card in the camera. I'm so unprepared. Right back again. All right. That is stage 1. So we'll take a picture of that, and then we'll check chat, see how chat's doing. How's everybody doing tonight? I don't normally do this, but here I am. Oh, damn it. This is part of the kit, so I'm going to put that in there too. All right. Yes, click, 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 Donnie. That is. You guys wanted to see this being built, so you're going to put up the cameras while I do it. Gilly says, good stream by all. The black finish on it. Yeah, it looks like it was painted a matte black and then they painted the red, but it's very nice. I mean, the fact that the edges, these little pieces here, which are probably some part of the hood area, are black, like a matte black. Put that in on some blue tack or to vanish. Nope, it's not going anywhere. But yes, it is a ping if it is gone. So, I you know what? I think Ian is right. I wouldn't trust that screw. I have a whole pile of, and if I switch to my second camera here, if I grab this camera, I have a whole pile of screwdrivers from all the different partwork builds that I have collected over all this time, you know, and it's just, there's too many. And I never use them, so I probably should just get rid of them. So that's done. Let's go to pack 2. Or stage 2, I should say. Alright, so stage 2 is going to be the driver's seat. We're going to put the seat together. So we're probably not going to use this. What do you want to bet? Just like most part work, so they give you something interesting and you don't work on it again. I know we're going to work on this again in this stage, so we're going to add the lower spoiler to this delta, they call it, on the front. So we'll put that aside. We'll grab stage 2, which is right here. Definitely going to probably lose this. We'll put that over there. Let me see what kind of... Everybody's chatting, and there's no way I'm going to keep up with that. Camera, no worky without memory. It turns out the card was in it. The camera was not turned on. So that's my fault. I use Canon. Don't knock Canon. I've used Canon a lot. Gilly's watching me. That's scary. So we'll slide this out of here. Shake it. Make sure there's no loose screws. No. So let's take a look at the seat. The seat feels, it's plastic, but it's a flexible plastic. It's actually, look at that. So it's got a hard plastic molded back. This is just ABS back here. And then a vinyl insert. So it's got like it has a cool texture to it. If you look closer, you can see the stitching around and so on. So we'll get that out. Back of the seat, this is just hard plastic, but you know, this is painted. This is actually a separate part that's molded on there. Bottom of the seat, painted section. The headrest, ooh, this feels nice. And with the little Ferrari logo. There you go. All right. Parts list says 4 pieces, 4 pieces. So we'll put that to the side. Let's see what we got here. So it says first thing to do is take the base, put the base on the seat. There are 2 posts and 2 holes and a big stud. That, who knows what that's doing? And that just fits together like that. I assume we're going to put some screws in that. Now, one interesting thing about this build is you get all the screws for the entire build in the first pack. So I have every screw we need for the whole thing. So what I did is, in one of my great screw boxes that I love, this has screws A through Z, as well as AA, double B, and double C. So they all came in bags. They're all labeled. I have not dumped the bags out yet. But it's A through Z, and then AA, double B, and double C. There is no J, for whatever reason. It just skips right over J. It goes H, I, K. So these screws are type B screws. So we'll get, there's a whole bunch of these, so you know that's the one that's popular. So we'll get a couple of these out, or 15. Pop these into place, grab my Wera, because I just like it better. I like it. Load that up, and screw it. Oh, you guys, you know, being on the stream distracts me. I gotta take a picture. Distracts me because if I was doing this by myself, I would not be talking. You get to see it behind the scenes. Okay, pop the seat back on. Now we can screw it. And I'll check chat here. Ian says we're waiting for a blooper reel. Yeah, well, you don't need to watch it. Just watch me live, and it's all got all the bloopers you want. The funny part is I was sitting here for probably a good 7 or 8 minutes before the stream started, going, I think I have everything ready, and then I did not. Anyway, a couple screws, Type B's, hold that in. Bottom of our seat. Oh, look, there's a. That's for the seat. The center's the crotch belt. All right, so that's done. Let me get a picture of the screws. This feels so strange because I don't do YouTube videos. I don't use video for my... All my builds are websites, so... well, now we'll catch up with Chad. Buck says, Canon, does he want to take pictures or blow it up? I see what you did there. Save the front bumper for stage 83. Yes, except they won't tell you that. They'll say just store this assembly someplace safe. That's what I say because nobody knows what stage 83 is yet. He's laughing at me because Buck's a mean person. Eric says he'll produce for you, but he's with the kids. You must take the camera out of the official mode for it to work. The off. I see what you did there. Steve said he would do it. Buck says let Eli produce. That's Eric's son. He would do great. Somebody sneak in Todd's house and kidnap the box. Don't do that. Pictures. If you want me to hop on audio only and remind you to take pictures, hey, you guys can join. You can join me. I'm just sitting here talking to people. I'm talking to you. So you don't submarine. It's called the sub belt. You don't submarine. I figured it was going to come from you. If anybody was going to clarify anything, it's going to come from Ian. So, all right. So we put the bottom on. Now it says to put the back on, and the back, interesting, has no screw holes. It's got these pins and these posts, and they just push into these hexagonal shaped holes. So it's a pressure fit. So we should be able to just pop that on. I hear snapping. That's a good sign. I hear snaps. I hear snaps and clicks. That was easy. There you go. The back is on. So I will turn this over. We'll take some pictures of that. So you may notice I take multiple pictures. That is because the micro, I handheld, so I hand shoot. Since I'm not on a tripod and I hand shoot, I have to use a pretty fast shutter to keep from blur. And so even the slightest motion can cause this, like when I'm taking a picture of screw heads and such, to be just slightly out of focus. So I take multiple pictures. So I have options when I go into editing. So there's our seat. And then the last thing we're going to do with the seat is put the headrest on, which is just 2 tabs into 2 slots. And we just push that into place. Simple as that. Get nice in there. Of course, you could use glue if any of these were a little loose, but there's our LaFerrari seat. Take a picture of the headrest. I want to get that Ferrari logo. All right. I believe stage complete. So we'll take a picture. We'll take a picture of the seat. I need to. Oh God. You know, the other day I was thinking, I'm like, I should get a. I was thinking about if I were to design my own shop, what would it look like? Like, what would I have in there? What cabinets? What kind of camera rig? What kind of storage or display units I would use? Because sometimes I wish I had like a big TV. I know a couple of our guys, Buck and Steve and everything, they have a big TV right here, right up in front of them. Just big TV. I don't. I have a white backdrop so it reflects light. Better for photography. But it would be nice to have like my instructions not on my iPad and something else. So again, as with partworks, we're building probably 4 completely different parts in the first 4 stages that have nothing to do with each other. So the seat is done. Put it aside. All right. Stage 3. Looks like so this is the rest of the splitter. There's the delta for the front bumper and a tire. So we'll move on to that. And of course, we probably don't do anything with the tire. So we'll see if we can get a corner started here. This cord off. A light wash with a panel liner will bring out the logo and sticking detail nicely. Ian says, yeah, I don't know how much... I don't know that necessarily it needs it, because that actually looks really good as it is. 2 monitors in front of you. Well, you guys are high dollar. So those are one of our big fatty wheels. It says Pirelli P0 Corsa 345/30 ZR20. So if you know your tire sizes, you know that's a big fat tire. One of the things I did notice is they don't really tell you this in the instructions. When we get to it, we'll show you is that this tire, because you can tell that the tread is not the same across the tire, that this is a directional tire. So this tire does spin in a specific direction, or it's designed to. So we'll go over that. There's a hard foam liner that's in here. I'm not sure if I can see it on the camera. There's a hard foam liner because the tire basically the wheel slides right in. So it'll be nice because that'll support the weight of the model. So we're just going to put that to the side. We don't need that right away. And we will slide this out. Make sure we don't have any missing parts. Hold that up to the light. Nothing in there. Now look at this. Printed carbon fiber. That looks really good. It looks real. I don't know how they did that, but I like it. Doesn't feel printed. Or as Ian would say, what do you say? Tempo? Whatever. Doesn't feel like that either. Goes all the way underneath. That feels really good. And then the actual part of the Delta. Oh, that's metal. I had no idea. It's the bottom part of the bumper. So make sure we have no more screws. Well, you know what? This packs aren't gonna have screws in them. This is painted. There's a little piece of paint missing right there, but that's actually going to be covered, so we're not going to see it anyway. This paint job is really nice. Okay. So, it says the first thing we need to do is pull back our front bumper, and this is going to fit here. Just like that. Now it's almost a flush fit. I'm going to wiggle it around a little bit because it's probably just some paint that wants to not sit correctly. Yeah, I can see it rubbing off of this square here. And then we're going to hold it in place with the screws. So I'm just going to kind of wiggle this back and forth, rub some of the paint off. There we go. So let me take a picture of this real quick. And that's going to be held in place with a Type A screw. I think all of these are Type A, so I'm just going to take the bag out. Let's make sure this isn't going to... I like to try to make sure that the screwdriver isn't going to drill a hole in the paint. So let me get my oil. I always use 3-in-1 oil when driving screws into metal. This is your first of many friendly reminders if you've been to my sites. So put a little oil on that. Ooh, that's going in very nice. Crank it on there pretty good. I don't want too tight because it might pull it off, but there we go. Take a picture of the screw. Okay. Next, we are going to put the splitter in. So they're calling this an aileron, they're calling this the splitter. So this just has 4 lugs. Fit over the 4 lugs here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect fit. Looks nice. Okay. Taking pictures. Okay. And does it say use 4? It does. Okay. 4 more type A's. A little bit of oil. So I'm just going to start these screws. There it goes. Just going to start them, and then I'll come back and tighten them. Ooh, those are going in really nice. There's 2. Ian says that he likes that they send the screws in crack bags. Yeah. I have so many. I for a while I was saving all those little screw bags, and I'm like, oh, I could use these for, you know, parts or whatever. And then I realized that I had hundreds of them, and so I threw them away. Last screw. Let's get this one started. That feels good. Now, if you you can get this from agoramodels.com, AGORA. They have a if you're one of the first 5, what is it, 150? They have 150 limited edition versions that are in black instead of red. Does it cost more? Somebody look it up. I don't remember if the black one costs more or not, but Ferraris are red. It's Ferrari red. And I always told myself, even as a kid, I said, someday I'm going to own a Ferrari. This might just be the one. Not too tight since we're squeezing plastic. There we go. Those screws. Oh, I'm gonna have to do this two-handed. Buck says, it has an aileron. Does it intend to fly? Well, maybe it does. That is the end of that stage. That looks really good. Looks really good. That's a beautiful color. I'm gonna get before I take the final stage a little bit. Wipe all my fingerprints off. I even washed my hands. It just doesn't matter. I had to do this with the Charger because that black paint, man, you did pick up fingerprints in 2 seconds. Ian says that the Black Daytona edition is a pretty big price premium and limited. I knew it was limited to 150. I didn't know how much they were asking. Okay. Oh, damn it. Why aren't you guys reminding me that there's a tire in there that came with the kit? All right. That was the end of stage 3. So stage 4, put this aside, I think we're going to need a tire because stage 4 is the wheel, the rim. Don't lose the hubcap. So it talks about putting the tire into warm water in the instructions. But I was watching Wayne do this. The tire is really not that hard. It's pretty soft. So I think we're going to be able to do it without. Looks pretty good. That's not molded. That is the valve stem is inserted, not molded into it. It talks about putting the foam into the wheel, which is already done, so we don't really need to do that. I will take a picture just for that purpose. It came that way. $1,000 premium. $1,000 for the Black Daytona. No. All right. So as I was saying before about how the tread is directional. And you can see this smooth band. Those are typically towards the outside of the wheel. And even in instructions, if you look really close at the pictures, they don't mention this, but if you look at the pictures, this is towards the outside of the wheel. So the rim should pop in through here. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to feed it in through the backside. And I like to do that because as you insert this, it has a tendency to scuff the rubber. So that way it won't show on the outside. So we're just going to pop this in here. I'll take a picture real quick. Okay. Just squeeze it good. Just watch out for that valve stem. I don't want to break that off. Seat the bead. Backside. I'd actually go a little farther. Just get the back bead to seat. That feels pretty good. And we'll reseat the front. Where's that valve stem? There you go. My model tires don't get scuffed. This is showroom fresh. So, it feels pretty good. I usually give it a quick roll. I usually pop in any little beads left off the rest of it. And then I'm going to take a picture of this. And that's stage 4 complete. So I'll pop this out. Just a little center nut. When oh, there's a magnet in there. Look really closely. There's a magnet in there. That'll be nice. These are magnetic. That's gonna be sweet. I would The first time I ever did a center nut on a car, and I realized that they had, like, your normal car may be what, 40, 30, 40, 50 pounds of torque on a regular wheel, and these are like 120. I'm thinking, you're on the side of the road, you own a Ferrari, even if it's got a jack and a lug wrench in the trunk, who's gonna be able to wrench that thing off? Nobody. I think. What do you think? Take a picture this way? See if it'll stay. I think that's going better. Stop rolling away. Stay. 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 Okay. All right. That's done. Stage 5. Just put the plug in there so we don't lose it. Stage 5 is the bonnet, or hood. Todd wants a dealer show car. Maybe. Open for Christmas. Flip this over because I do see 2 hinges. Those are just holes. Officially licensed product. That's it. The instructions say we should have 2 hinges and a hood. Hood is metal. The hood is heavy. Looks good. Black on the inside. Painted. Nice. Grab these hinges. I don't believe they're marked left and right, so we're going to take a picture so we can determine which one's which. Yes, I'm not even going to put that on the screen. So, according to, let's see, they called this the left hinge. They called this the right hinge. But I'm going to see how they fit to the hood real quick. Just to make sure. Because I feel like you could totally do this backwards. That one there. That one there. And they do not fit the other way. If I were to take this one and put it over here, it doesn't line up the shape. There's 2 alignment pins and a screw hole. So it's going to work out really nice. And then we turn this over. Left hinge, right hinge. Take a quick picture. Then, because we're going to be doing a little, I'm going to do the towel down real quick. I am not going to whip out the mat. It's pretty big, and we're not using, since we're not messing around with the whole car yet. I don't want to mess with that. So let's just do this. Right, and it basically says, put them on, screw them down. So this is left side, and these are going to use. It's interesting, the instructions don't show, normally they'll show a type of screw, when they'll put the screw type like a type C or something in the picture, but they don't. They do it in the text, but this is going to be type C screws, which are little, tiny little 2x4 flanged. Get a couple of those out. picture with these before they're screwed into place. Oh, I can't. Perfect. Stay. Stay. They almost stayed. They stayed before. Oh, come on. Stay. Stay. No, it's not going to stay. All right. Not going to stay. Those were the shot. Load up the screw. Get some oil on it. Oh, these screws go in so nice. Doesn't feel like you're grinding any paint. Doesn't feel like you're grinding any metal. I don't know how much that's the oil, but they sure drive in really, really nice. Get this started. Screw them down. There we go. A couple hinges. See how they sit on there. Take some pictures of the screws themselves. Sorry if I don't talk while I'm taking pictures. I'm usually holding my breath to make for a steadier picture. That is the stage. Nice and quick. Take the final stage picture, and we'll move on to the next one. The next one is stage 6, internal details of the bonnet, which is looks like a louver of some sort. At least we've gotten away from the cards. So another bit carbon fiber styled plastic. It's in its own bag. This is also plastic, but I love that it's been painted correctly. Tabs are all black. I think this center vent, they tell you to double check that it's in place. It's a separate piece, but it could come out in shipping, I suppose. But it's in there already, so we don't have to mess with that. That's it, and nothing else in there. So basically 2 parts, and this we're gonna need type D screws. I'm digging. Type D. Type D. And it says take the hood, turn the hood upside down, bonnet, whatever. Turn the bonnet upside down, and this piece is going to go in here, like so. So this just sits over the post. This isn't actually held in place. It just sits in there. It's a carbon fiber lip up at the front. So I can take it. What's a better angle? That's actually a better angle. It's so weird because it just feels like I'm talking to myself because nobody's here. And then take this piece. And this piece fits over top of it. I assume like so. No. so. Yummy. Who said moist? Nobody said moist. We don't say that around here. Well, yeah, you can. You can say it if it's nighttime. Then it's okay. And then these are going to be held in place with type D screws, which are countersunk, maybe a 2x4 metal screw with a countersunk head. 4. You know, I imagine they gave you, you think they gave you extra screws? You think there's spares in here? I would hope so. And just like with the spoiler in the front, I'm just going to get the screw started, and then we'll drive them up. Is that? Does he need a tampon? I don't know. Does he? Somebody get on StreamYards and put the link in Discord, and you guys can join. You guys all know how to do that. I don't really have that ability in here since the computer in here doesn't have a keyboard. I don't want to mess with it. And I'm the talent. Damn it. That's a production assistant's job. Snug, since we are securing plastic, I don't over tighten. That's how you crack it. It doesn't really need, it's just a decorative hood vent. Okay. There you go, there's all 4 screws in. That's what our hood looks like now. So I'm going to take a picture of the screws. And I believe that's the end of that stage too. Final picture of stage. Hi, Ian.
Hey, Todd.
How are you?
I'm hanging in there. I'm loving this build.
No, this thing is, it's really pretty. The paint is very nice. It's glossy. It's smooth. I'm assuming that this is going to fit kind of like that. Beautiful. All right. The next part is we're going to start on the engine. Shocker.
Hey, Buck. I really love that they did the flat black on the back sides. It's very factory correct.
So this is stage, I believe, 7. We're almost there. This is going to be another fun one because this... We don't have to actually do this stage. You don't have to. It's kind of optional. So look at that. It's not... It's interesting. I'm still trying to figure out how they do this carbon fiber. It looks like it's almost wrapped. Look at that. See,
well, it could be hydro dipped.
It feels like it. Like
yeah, it might be hydro dipped. So they basically lay a thin layer of.
I know how it works.
Of like kind of translucent paint on a body of water, and they dip the part through it.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful.
Yeah. So that's already done. The red paint, this is already assembled. There's 2 screws in the bottom, so this obviously was 2 pieces that they probably put together and then had it carbon fibered. It looks really good. So what you do in this stage, the only thing to do in this stage is they gave you metal Ferrari chrome logos.
Ooh.
That you basically you can put on top of those letters, which, why not?
Hi, Gil. It's me. It's Ian. It is the pit stain. This model is really gorgeous. I'm torn between this and the Miura now. Some pretty nice detail.
All right, so they're on a backing sheet, and there's
Carpet
a clear
front.
application sheet in the front. And so what I'm going to do, I wonder if I can cut these in half.
Hobby knife?
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can separate.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that these are plastic. I think these are actually metal.
Buck thinks I can afford the Miura and the Ferrari right now.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to peel this thing off, and I think these are metal, aren't they? Wow, those are metal.
Ooh. Very nice.
They're absolutely metal.
Oh.
I think that we can probably peel the backing from them.
I would have cut through the backing and done them one at a time, but
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what's the easiest way to make sure the backing comes with them. Just gonna peel the paper back. Get enough of it that it doesn't bend. There we go.
that's actual die-cast metal.
That is metal.
That is
Absolutely.
nice. Yeah.
So then I'm going to actually I have some nylon tipped. Where's my nylon? That way I won't scratch the metal.
Buck's telling me to buy the special edition Black Daytona edition Ferrari for an extra $1,000+.
That way you're special.
Well, I wouldn't want a black Ferrari. I think if I got a Ferrari that wasn't red, I would go with white for Miami Vice. Or yellow.
No, I remember going to a. So all I did was just put the Ferrari right on the Ferrari logo.
That looks sick.
Right on top of the white.
That
So
is
I just
nice.
Lined it right up top of the white, then I'll give it a good press to get it to stay. So there you go. We'll do the same thing on the other side. But I went to a Barrett Jackson, right?
Ooh.
This is years and years ago, and they had a white Testarossa. Right? It looked exactly like the Miami Vice car, and I didn't realize how wide and basically how wide they were. Like they're just like the widest car I've ever seen. They're like Hummer wide. They're low, flat, wide cars. Okay, so I'll just put that one on top of the Ferrari logo.
Ooh.
Just line it right up.
Very nice.
I'll push it down, make sure it stays.
My cousin in Long Island had a Ferrari 512M, which was what they renamed the Ferrari after a certain number of years. And it was a very unreliable vehicle. And I rode in it as a passenger. And apparently, instead of using springs, Ferrari used cinder blocks in the suspension. It rode like probably a little rougher than an Abrams battle tank. But it was a very wide car.
All right, put what the steps say. Put the stickers on and stage complete. Excellent.
Is that it?
That's the whole. Well, no, we still have one more.
Ooh.
I just want to set this up to take a picture. I'm
Beauty
trying to
shots
get it.
by Deb.
I want to get a way that I can get it to reflect the overheads. So I might take it.
There's a little bit of undermolding that's showing through the carbon fiber finish.
Yeah, but those are the ducts that go down.
Yeah. That's a nice shot.
Okay. Finally, this is going quick. I like it. Cylinder head. So I can only assume that probably the entire next pack, maybe even more, is probably going to be engine.
If that is not crinkle finish red, I will be very upset.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, all Ferrari cylinder heads should be crinkle finish paint.
So we have some gaskets here, which are just pre-cut foam.
Very nice.
Cylinder head gaskets. They're just very, very thin foam sheets. I don't think they're different. They look exactly the same.
That seems appropriate.
What's interesting here is they are not left this way. They do go on a specific way. So, and then the coil packs, which we're going to have to get off a sprue. We'll get these out of here. And did they give us extra? We have one extra.
And Todd is torturing me by not pulling out the cylinder head cover right away.
Oh, no, I'm doing it last just to drive
to
me nuts.
feel the cylinder head's crinkle finish paint, which it's got to be crinkle finish.
You hope, right?
It's got to be. I'm the Scarlet Witch of this group.
Crinkle.
It is crinkle finish. Thank you, Agora. We love you. Such a... Oh, my God. It's perfect. It is a perfect crinkle finish at 1/8 scale. And it's got a couple PCV valves or breathers.
Those,
or
you know what
some
those
sort of
actually look like?
sensors.
Those are actually just slightly square. They're electrical plugs for some sensors. Yeah.
Yeah, it's either a sensor or breather. Yeah, it looks like a sensor plug. You're right.
Yep.
But that crinkle finish looks absolutely spot on. That is how Ferrari cylinder head covers should be.
Yep. This is plastic. There is an extra piece already glued together right here for looks like maybe a filler cap or filler.
No, you had me at crinkle finish, Todd.
Oh, it's wonderful.
That's it. That's all you needed. It's beautiful.
All right.
Bravo.
Next, so what we got to do on this, I think, is we're just putting the gasket on.
And obviously there are 6 spark plug holes in there for the 12-cylinder engine.
This goes this way.
Wow, so nice. Hey, Sam's here. Hey, Sam.
Let's see, that doesn't fit right. Let's try the other one. I think these are just slightly different. Oh. Yeah, that. No, it doesn't. It'll get squished, but.
Yeah, well, trying to replicate silicone gasket material, not the easiest thing, I guess. Because they probably got a silver, powder-coated cylinder head going underneath this valve cover in a later stage. So we got to make it kind of sort of look like it's silicone gasket. I don't know why they use 2 pieces, though. That's odd.
This is for the other one. They just give you it in advance. It's for the other cylinder head.
Oh, okay. Save for the next somewhere.
Yep.
Then you got all the coil packs on the coil pack plugs on the screws there.
Yep. Then
very
it says
nice.
to remove 4 caps. These look exactly the same.
4? Why not 6?
They're all numbered, 1 through 13, but they all look exactly the same. They're all angled the same. They're all keyed the same. I don't see any difference. So I'll make sure.
It might be a slight angle difference.
No.
They're giving you numbers of sprues, or just...
I just think they're giving you 13 of them.
Okay.
So we should be able to
So
cut
12
these
to
off.
use and 1 to lose.
That's right. Ooh, this is hard plastic.
Look, I made a rhyme. Night, Katrina. Enjoy your sleep.
Good night, Katrina. So I cut 4 of those off. Let's put those here.
Photos, Todd.
Always got to take pictures.
I promised to remind you before.
Yeah. So on the top of this, and which way are they doing it? They're showing it this way. There are keyed holes in each one of these. They have them at different angles.
Oh. Okay.
So I'm going to take a picture of that real quick. And get you a shot of your crinkle cut for you.
That crinkle finish. I can see it from here. I mean, even in 720p or 1080, whatever you're streaming in, I can tell it's crinkle finish, which is all we really need for legit
know.
Ferrari. I'd say put in half those and take another photo.
Yeah, well, it says to do four and then the other two.
Yeah.
Actually, we just do 4 and then we're done. There's a little key. Let me get this in the center. There's a little key on these that matches that slot.
Okay.
So these all get rotated the right direction.
So they can't go in wrong.
No.
Unless you're me.
So there should be 3 down and 1 back, just like that.
Okay, because, yeah, there's that thing sticking out of the valve cover that could be...
Make sure
who knows what. I would have thrown a little gravity magic rubber in there, personally.
Yeah, we'll see if they stay.
B7000.
We'll see if they stay.
I would throw B7000 on just about every press fit part in this kit to be safe. Personally.
Okay. And that is the whole stage.
Yeah. And there we go.
So I am going to chop the rest of these off because I'll put them in my screw box so I don't lose them. It takes up less room than a sprue.
Put them in a screw crack bag.
Yeah.
It's a good idea. Hey Todd, have you ever heard of God hand nippers?
From you, 100 times.
Yeah.
Anywhere else in the world? Nope.
I would probably order a set, or even Tamiya fine tip nippers, or even the Display nippers. They leave less, sprue remnant on the part than the ones you're using. Even less sprue remnant than those things. They are magical nippers. They leave almost no sprue
untouched
artifacts.
All right. So this picture, this is going to be the final picture here, and we have one more head gasket and a bunch of little.
Now those head gaskets are probably better built than the old Subarus.
Okay.
So why are those last 2 coil packs not plugged in? I'm confused.
I don't know. Just
They
says
just say
put it
not
really
to.
carefully and save it for later is what it says. We'll take
Okay.
this. We'll put that in here.
We won't argue with the instructions. We are IT people. We follow the manual.
And then we will put our license plate
Ah,
in there. We put our screws away. But I will pull all the parts back out so we can see everything we built.
this would be a nice little showcase.
All of pack 1 is now done.
I really love that Agora gives you 8 parts for pack 1 instead of 4 or 3 or 2.
Our front
That's
bumper.
That's a very nice thing that Agora does.
Box. Beginning of an engine block. A wheel. A seat. Put the seat back here. And a hood.
Oh, these are all beauty shots by Deb Parts. I said that about the Leopard 2A6 build. I said, you know what, that pack 1, it really gives you the glamour shot parts. You get the main show right at the start. Even if you have to put them aside for a while, you get these beautiful parts to start with.
Do you want me to take a picture of this for Discord?
I would totally. This is what motivates you to finish the kit. Like having these beautiful key components of the vehicle. A beautiful wheel, a seat, a valve cover, which is a Ferrari staple, the intake, which is a work of art with Ferrari, and the hood and the front bumper. Adds a lot to the build experience, having these lovely bits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, now I have this, which I need to get these done right away. So I'll probably do all the pictures and everything tomorrow and get the pages. The pages are already written. The website's ready to go. I just needed to get it built and take the pictures. So I'll get this up on my LaFerrari build probably by tomorrow evening. And then I built a new website today for the Optimus Prime. So I have myoptimusprime.com for the Fan Home Optimus, which is coming now.
Oh, so jealous.
We're going to do that too.
So envious.
You didn't give out the right stickers, apparently.
Yeah, I got a Leopard 2A6 with the stickers. I didn't get a I didn't get an Optimus Prime.
You want this
Wait.
camera?
Oh, that's nice. That's a nice view. I'm also a G1 Optimus Prime fan. More so than a Michael Bay Optimus Prime fan, even though it's awesome.
Oh, we're gonna lose that. I need to put that in the screw bed.
The Michael Bay Optimus Prime is way more intricate and detailed. But I'm an old school 80s guy with Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
And oh man, was
Crinkle.
there a Ferrari in Transformers at some point? I believe there was, wasn't
Crinkle.
there? Oh, crinkle
I'm
finish.
sure.
Oh, you had me a crinkle finish.
Anyway, there you go. There's
Ooh.
there's stage 1. It's everything you get in stage 1. The hood.
Yeah, we could also name this live stream Fast and the Furious Chop Shop.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's not my Ferrari.
there we go. The Tavares YouTube channel. I'm trying to rebuild LaFerrari. Here's how much the parts cost from random places across the world.
Yeah. Donnie says the Micromark ones are just as good. I assume he's talking about the nippers.
Micromark, yeah, Micromark has some great tools. Nobody beats God Hand on how high they're priced and how delicate they are.
Oh. Well, at least you fit right in with what Buck was saying.
But
That you would explain why they were better.
So the God Hand make the finest cut, but they are the most easy to break and the highest price. So what you do is you use your Tamiya nippers that are $30 for your rough cuts. And then you go in with the final nip with the God Hands on thin, delicate plastic. If you got to cut something heavy duty and you do it with the God Hands, or God forbid it's not standard model plastic and it's like resin or something heavy duty, you're going to snap those God Hands in a second and your $60 to plus is out the window. They're very fragile, but they make the nicest cut in fine plastic.
Stay.
So it's 6 of this, half a dozen of the other with the God Hands. High price, fine finish, very delicate. Can't use them for everything.
All right, I give up. Here.
Yeah. No, the wheel's great. A 335 tire is substantial.
345.
340. I only have a 315 under the back of my Lightning, and I thought that was a wide tire. That's on an 11-inch wide wheel. A 345's got to be on like a 12.
All right, Ian, it's
Plus.
my stream. Stop talking.
Sorry, Todd. You got
Anyway, that's it. I just wanted to get this done. I appreciate it.
That's my last time producing. Oh, Jesus, I'm fired.
Donnie does say the blade on the Micromark is very thin.
Yeah, we should get Micromarks. We should both try them.
And Eric is awake just in time for the ending. But I'm going to get out of here because, I did what I want to do, which was just get on for a quick hour and just get stage 1 or pack 1 put together, stages 1 through 8 of the LaFerrari.
Well, Todd, you did a great job. Everybody, thank you for coming. Go to agoramodels.com and click on the LaFerrari to get yours.
If you're talking about the next Ferrari, whenever they send them to me. I don't even think Pack 2 is in the States yet, but when it does, as soon as I get it, I will do it.
But everybody sign up
Thanks,
for that Ferrari for sure. That thing is sick. It's got crinkle finish heads.
I'm really liking it. It's so far everything I thought it would be. It is. So I'm super happy with it. I like it.
Oh,
but anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Go get some dinner. So
Adios,
thanks
Todd.
everybody. See ya.
Great stream, buddy. Bye, guys.